So it is incident ray striking the object. Shaitan Rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Bilal Shah. I am studying in class 8 in Khyber Public High School, Barawalbandi. Today the topic of my presentation is reflection and laws of reflection. So first of all, reflection. Reflection is the change of direction of light when it strikes the reflecting surface. So the following terms are used describing the reflection of light: incident ray, reflected ray, point of incident, normal, angle of incidence, and angle of reflection. So first of all, we have incident ray. Incident ray is those rays which coming toward the reflecting surface. I have shown in this diagram that it is incident ray. It is coming towards the reflecting surface. Then we have reflected ray. Reflected rays are those rays which are bouncing off the reflecting surface, as shown in the diagram. Now we have point of incidence. It is the point where incident ray strikes the reflecting ray. Normal is the line drawn at right angle to the incident and reflected ray. Angle of incidence is the angle which is drawn in the middle of and between the normal and incident ray. And so like that we have another angle of reflection. So the reflection angle is drawn between the normal and angle of reflection, the reflected ray. Now we have two laws of reflection. So the first law of reflection is these all terms will lie in the same surface, in the same plane. For example, we have an object and a reflecting surface. So the incident ray will be present in it, the reflected ray will also be present in it, and the point of incident, which is denoted with O, will be also present in it. Normal will be also present in it, and the angle of incidence and angle of reflection, which is drawn between the normal and reflected surface and incident ray, will be also present, will all lie in this plane. So that this is the first law of reflection. The second law of reflection is the angle between the normal and incident ray, and the angle of reflection, which is between the normal and reflected ray, will be equal. These both will be equal. Now we have types of reflection. So we have also two types of reflection according to the reflecting surface. The first one is regular surface. It will be a plane object. For example, I have drawn the diagram early. So these are incident rays, which is denoted with I. So these are incident rays which is coming toward the surface, and these are the reflected incidents. These are the rays of reflected. So these are parallel to each other. So that is why we can call it regular surface, because the surface is regular and we have given it the parallel reflected rays. So that is why we can call it a regular surface, and it is important to describe the properties of mirror. It is important to know that properties of mirror. Now we have another type of diffuse surface. So diffuse surface, it is not visible to our eyes, but we can take an example of diffuse surface. For example, we have wood or paper. It will give us unparalleled reflected rays, as shown in the diagram. These are reflected incident rays and these are reflected rays. So these are not parallel to each other. So that is why we can call it diffuse surface, because it shows irregularities. So now I will show it practically to you people on the mirror. So come and do it practically. So now I am going to do it practically. So we have an object, mirror, and laser light. So let's see that I am striking the incident ray, and you can see the reflecting ray. So as I am moving the laser light, the reflecting rays is also moving. So you can see that it is the point of incident. The light which is coming to the reflecting surface is called incident ray, and the light which is reflecting is called reflected ray, and you can see it practically. Now I have another partner, Mr. Rasad. He will help me to show the incident rays, the reflected rays, and point of incidence. So you can see this it is incident ray, and you can see also the reflected ray on your screen. So it is incident ray striking the object, and it is the point of incident, and you can see the reflected ray on your screen. So it was my presentation. Thank you.